A new coalition with very familiar faces. Among them, a former vice president of the country who defected from the ruling All Progressives Congress lately, and a splinter group from the ruling party calling itself Reformed All Progressives Congress. Their mission is to ensure the defeat of Nigeria's incumbent president in next year's general election. It may sound simple, but they know it's going to be a very difficult task.
If we are fair to ourselves, do things transparently, and bring up one man or woman, we will save this country. We will provide a future for our children and grandchildren. But let me say before I conclude that this is not going to be a tea party. That the man we will be facing is a military general.
The coalition is dominated and being spearheaded by the former ruling party, People's Democratic Party, PDP. It's still early days to tell if the group can stay united to the cause and replicate a similar feat when Buhari defeated then-incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015 under the platform of a coalition of political parties. The ruling All Progressives Congress has dismissed the coalition as posing no threat, describing it as dead on arrival. But political analyst and lawyer Onyeka Chubani says the coalition could hurt Buhari's chances in next year's election.
If these people are determined and they actually present a credible candidate, somebody that has the political clout to oust Buhari, if they do that, Buhari is clearly in trouble.
President Buhari still enjoys strong support among his key supporters, but there's no question that he has lost some goodwill. While his government has been able to tackle the Boko Haram insurgency with some measure of success, it is struggling to deal with the perennial clashes between herders and farmers, which have claimed several lives lately. And while the country's economy has since come out of recession, recovery has not been as fast as most Nigerians would like to see. These are some of the issues that would define next year's election.
The last government gave us reason for us to do what we did. And if this government also made promises and most of those promises are not being kept, Nigerians have a right now to look elsewhere. But in looking elsewhere, we have to be very careful to look at the people who are really coming together, whether they are coming together in the interest of Nigerians or whether they are coming together for the sake of their personal interest.
The presidential election is now just about 8 months away. Political parties have been given a deadline of October 7th to unveil their presidential candidate. So that's when probably we would have a clearer picture as to who President Muhammadu Buhari would be up against in the presidential election. But between now and then, you can expect to see some high-wire political drama in the country. You would expect politicians, for instance, to jump from one political party to another, switch allegiance from one presidential candidate to another, and of course, you can also expect to see more coalitions coming up. That's just the way the cookie crumbles with politics in this country. So quite interesting period ahead. Deji, Badmus, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.